I don't know what to do with my time. I'm just so overwhelmed. I'm so busy. I don't know how to get my work done. I'm starting work earlier. I'm working later into the evenings. I'm working some weekends. I can't catch up. And the reality is, you'll never catch up. You have to be able to let go of the things that are lower value work. You have to be able to let go of the things that are lower priority work. You have to be able to let go of the things that don't align with what you really want. And the problem is, we get into habits. We like our habits. We like the rhythm and the pattern that we have. But sometimes you have to break that. You have to be willing to change and look to optimize that. I've got a few tools that I share with clients. I won't unpack them for you today, but this is a big part of it. Another big part of the reveal is, the true blind spots. A lot of my clients are struggling with being impatient, being controlling. They don't know this until we really dive into it. So you may say that's not my issue. But when I have conversations with people and I'm asking these questions, because I've been doing this for more than a decade, I really can help them see what they can't see for themselves and reveal that blind spot.
Welcome to Grow Think Tank. This is the one and only place where you will get insight from the founders and the CEOs of the fastest growing privately held companies. I am the host. My name is Gene Hammett. I help leaders and their teams navigate the defining moments of their growth. Are you ready to grow?
Today, we're going to talk about what really happens in CEO coaching. A lot of people will go on about their day and just show up for the work. And they show up every day, they firefight, they measure KPIs, they go to meetings, and every day looks like the last one. And if that's where you are and it's working for you, great. But if those patterns, those habits that you have are not working for you anymore, maybe your company's growing and you're scaling, you're adding people, and so you're having a little bit of communication breakdown, or maybe you feel like things are not in the alignment they used to be, and so you need to get back to a better place of alignment with your team, your executive team, or maybe even just everyone in the company. No matter what it is, if you're willing to make changes and you're willing to grow, then a CEO coach is exactly what you need. Now, I'm biased. I'm a CEO coach, but I also have my own coaches over the years. And I know that my success to create the business I want, create the life I want, create the income, create the freedom, really can be attributed back to the insights and the inflection points I got through the coaching process. And me receiving that coaching has been profound. And so that's one reason why I lean in with this with my clients to help them grow, help them find what is holding them back and really help them move forward. So the coaching, CEO coaching process is a very unique skill. I think it's not something that just anyone can do. Most people have never been CEOs. I have. Most people don't understand how to, reveal the blind spots in people. They know how to tell them things, but they don't know how to coach through that process. And so that's a little bit of what we're talking about today. So that being said, my name is Gene Hammett. I'm a CEO coach, founder coach. We do executive coaching, and we also do leadership development, helping managers become leaders. Now, we create leaders at all levels in the company. And if you're curious about the work that we do and helping you stop being an operator and actually become the CEO of your company, then you can sign up for the next training we have at training.coreelevation.com. Inside that training, you will find some of the common mistakes that people make. You will get a 5-step process that we take people through, and that is what will give you the company that runs without you or runs better when you're focused on higher value work. So just sign up at training.coreelevation.com. It's absolutely free. So let's dive into the content today. What really happens in the CEO coaching process? Uh, the first step is, I want to know what a client really wants. I want to know what the vision of the business is. I want to know what they can see for themselves as it relates to size of company. Maybe it's revenue, maybe it's an impact, maybe it's their mission. All of those things factor into that vision that they're trying to create. And the clearer that is, the easier it is for us to see what's missing. Most people don't have a clear vision, and so they just show up every day and do work, as we mentioned in the beginning of this podcast. That can work. I've been there. You've been there. But the better way to do this is to have a clear vision that you can just visualize and you can see that future. And the clearer you see it and the more detail, the more likely you can actually align yourself, align others to the work that it takes to get there. And it does take work, it takes change. That being said, vision is the first element of that is what are we trying to create? Where are we going? And then we have to look at what holds us back. I'll look at this as a reveal. When you reveal the blind spots that are holding you back, for example, some of my clients come in to coaching with me and they're like, you know what? I don't know what to do with my time. I'm just so overwhelmed. I'm so busy. I don't know how to get my work done. I'm starting work earlier. I'm working later into the evenings. I'm working some weekends. I can't catch up. And the reality is you'll never catch up. You have to be able to let go of the things that are lower value work. You have to be able to let go of the things that are lower priority work. You have to be able to let go of the things that don't align with what you really want. And the problem is we get into habits. We like our habits. We like the rhythm and the pattern that we have. But sometimes you have to break that. You have to be willing to change and look to optimize that. I've got a few tools that I share with clients. I won't unpack them for you today, but this is a big part of it. Another big part of the reveal is, the true blind spots. A lot of my clients are struggling with being impatient or being controlling. They don't know this until we really dive into it. So you may say that's not my issue. But when I have conversations with people and I'm asking these questions because I've been doing this for more than a decade, I really can help them see what they can't see for themselves and reveal that blind spot. That is a powerful moment in the coaching. It doesn't reveal how to move forward, but just knowing what has a grip on you allows you to address it. Because when you don't know what has a grip on you, it continues to sabotage you. And then I would look at a reset, resetting priorities. One of my favorite questions is, what are we optimizing for? And I've used this for my own life. I use it with my clients. What are we optimizing for? What's really the most important? If you don't have the most important in your life, then you don't have anything that's important. So what is most important? And maybe we look at it just from a business standpoint, because I don't want to get into the whole family and faith and whatnot, because those are very important for people. But if you're driving your business forward, you might have what are we optimizing for in our business? It could be for revenue, it could be for profit, it could be for growth, it could be for innovation, it could be for a number of different things. But what are we optimizing for? And it's going to be specific to each person. This is the reason there's no cookie cutter inside of CEO, because everybody wants something different and they're working with something different and they have different blind spots. And so that's a big part of the process. Another big part of the CEO coaching process is reframing anything that comes at us. A lot of times our clients see that they've been so successful because they know how to work hard. They know how to push and put pressure on things and just push through the market or push through the work. And many times what I find is they need to look at it from a different perspective. And one way to say that is to reframe the problem. It's the same problem, but looking at it from a new angle. And when you have someone do that with you, you can see things that you didn't see before. You can see new opportunities. You can see things that are holding you back. You can see things that need to be changed or shifted in a new way. Or maybe it's an internal shift. I've mentioned before, I have a lot of clients that are struggling with patience. And they will say, well, being impatient has created who we are. Like we're driven, we're pushing hard, hard, hard. And that can work. But at some point in time, it tends to break down. And you want to have more patience inside your leadership skill to empower and to develop. And so that reframing is sometimes very necessary for you to move forward. Then we realign. The team that you have today may not be the team that carries you to the next milestone in revenues or growth. It's just plain and simple. The people who got you here may not get you to the next level. I've seen it happen over and over and over. I had one client that changed over 16 senior leaders over the last 18 months, and it was hard, but it was necessary in order to take the business to this new level. He added over since we've been working together from 8 million to over 30 million in revenue. And he had to make some serious changes, and they were hard. Realigning the team may not be replacing people. Maybe realigning the team is the tough conversations that you need to have. Now, I wrote a book on tough conversations, and I'll hold up here if you're watching the video, um, with my wife, Amanda Hammett, and it is incredible for giving feedback and for getting alignment again. And you can use that. You can buy it. You can download it. I'll give it to you for free if you want. Just send me an email, gene@genehammett.com. I'll send you the PDF version for free. You don't have to spend anything. But if you want to hold it in your hand, not on your tablet or whatever, and read it that way, then you can buy it. I can also have a private GPT of that. So just send me an email. I'll help you with the tough conversations. Now, all of this is a big part of what the CEO coaching process looks like. And I thought I'd share this with you today because I want you to understand that just showing up, doing the work that you're in front of you, probably is not going to get you to that next level. You have to be willing to grow and change and see things from new perspectives, identify your blind spots, and have the courage to make these things. And is there a cost to working with a CEO coach? Yeah, there should be, because if there was no cost, you wouldn't pay attention. And if you make the investment and you work with someone like me, it doesn't have to be me, you can work with anyone. It will accelerate you through the challenges that you're going to face. I fully believe that all my clients would eventually got to where they're going, maybe not as fast, certainly not as fast, but maybe not as deep. And they would have had a lot of stress and turmoil along that journey. But I help them through these things, and I'm supporting them, I'm challenging them, and so that's a big part of the CEO coaching process. So I thought I'd share with you a little behind the scenes there to help you understand where you're going and see if this is a good fit for you. If you're curious about the work with me, the best thing you can do is sign up for that training.correlation.com. It will help you go from operator to visionary CEO. But if you just want to fast track this, then send me an email, gene@genehammett.com. I'm happy to jump on a call with you, get to know you, get to know what's going on, see if there's a fit, and you can describe the options from there. All right? When you think of growth, you think of leadership, think of Growth Think Tank. As always, lead with courage. We'll see you next time.